Hi, good morning to each and everyone. Here we are going to see about India, size, location, shape, its neighbors. I'm Ella Rasha from Kendra Vidyalaya, number 1 Tambaram, Chennai. Let's proceed. This slide, we are going to see where is India located. When you see the whole world, when you keep the map on it, India is present in the northern hemisphere, that is north of equator, and India is also located in the eastern hemisphere, that is east of prime meridian. So when we mention the latitude longitudes, we say east of prime meridian. When we mention the latitude, we say north of the equator. As already said in the previous slide, now you can see that above the equator, India is located. That is north of equator, and we are seen in the east of primary. So we occupy in the northeastern part of the world. Here let us see about the important latitudes. Before going for important latitudes, let's know what is a latitude. Latitude is an imaginary line running parallel from west to east. They are showing the angular distance of a particular place measured from the equator, and they are parallel to each other. The distance between each latitude is 111 kilometers. Now let us see the important latitudes. When you come for this diagram, the center line shows the equator. Now let us move towards north. When we move towards north, at 23.5 degrees, we have the Tropic of Cancer. At 66.5 degrees, we have the Arctic Circle. And at 90 degree north, we have the North Pole. The same way, when we move towards the south of equator, at 23.5 degrees south, we have the Tropic of Capricorn. At 66.5 degrees, we have the Antarctic Circle and the North Pole at 90 degrees south. Now let us see the important climatic zones. Between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn lies the torrid zone. In the north, we refer it as the North Torrid Zone. In the south, we refer it as the South Torrid Zone. It is also called as the Tropical Zone. The same way, from 23.5 degree north to 66.5 degree north, we have the North Temperate Zone. And at 66.5 degree north to 90 degree north, we have the North Frigid Zone. Let us again come down or south from 23.5 degree south to 66.5 degrees south. From Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle, we have the South Temperate Zone. And from Antarctic Circle to North Pole, we have the South Frigid Zone. Now, where is India lying? India is lying in the North Torrid Zone and half of the North Temperate Zone. The Tropic of Cancer is exactly dividing India into two halves. Yes, children, now let us see the important longitudes. As I told earlier, let us know what is a longitude. Longitude is again an imaginary line which runs from north to south. It is an angular distance of a particular place measured from the central meridian or the prime meridian, and that is referred to as the 0 degree in the longitude. And we are having 180 longitudes towards the east and 180 longitudes towards the west. And when we come for the longitude, they are measured as 111 kilometers between each longitude, but only at the equator. When these longitudes are tapering towards the north and tapering towards the south. So the distance between the longitudes will also reduce when we move towards the north and when we move towards the south. So the area will be different when we calculate of any particular region. Now, where is India located? When we come for that, it is in the eastern hemisphere, varying from 68 degree east to 97 degree east. And hence we are lying in the eastern hemisphere. And these longitudes also help in calculating the time of a particular place. In this slide, we are going to see the latitudinal and the longitudinal extent of India. When we come for the latitudinal extent, it extends from 8 degrees 4 minutes north to 37 degrees 6 minutes. And when we come for the longitudinal extent, it extends from 68 degrees 7 minutes east to 97 degrees 25 minutes east. As I told you earlier, 23.5 degree north, the Tropic of Cancer divides India into two equal halves. This determines the climate of India. The north of Tropic of Cancer has the temperate climate and the south of Tropic of Cancer has the tropical climate. And this Tropic of Cancer becomes the important latitude which determines the monsoon of India also. Based on the movement of the latitude shifting towards north in the form of intertropical convergence zone, the arrival and the descending of monsoon occurs in India. And when we see the Tropic of Cancer, it has been crossed by 8 states. They are Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Assam. Children, please repeat which are the states that cross that of Tropic of Cancer. Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Assam. Now let us come for the size of India. The total area of India is about 3.28 million square kilometers. It accounts for about 2.4% of the world's total land surface area. And we are the 7th largest country in the world. And here there is a graph showing which are the nations which are bigger than 6 bigger nations bigger than India. Russia ranks the first, followed by Canada, USA, China, Brazil, Australia. And at the top of it, the area occupied by them is also mentioned. Here in India, we are occupying 3.28 million square kilometers. Shall we proceed, children? Hope you are happy. Here we can see the length and breadth of India. It extends from 8 degrees north to 37 degrees north. It is the latitude. it approximately comes for 30 degrees. And the longitude is 68 degrees to 97 degrees. Again, it comes approximately for 30 degrees. The distance between each latitude is 111 kilometers. So when you measure from north to south, it approximately comes for 3214 kilometers. That is 30 into 111. Now, at the same time, when you measure from west to east, it comes only 2933 kilometers. The reason behind is the long distance between the longitude is 111 only at the equator. When it moves towards the poles on either side, the distance between the longitude keeps tapering or narrowing, decreasing. Hence, the distance between west to east is only 2933 kilometers. Hope you have understood. Thank you. Enjoy yourself. This slide is showing the length of the boundary line of India. Now, when you come for the land boundary, it is in the northern part of India, which is almost covered by the Himalayan ranges, and we are covered by Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bangladesh, etc., etc., and it extends about 15,200 kilometers. That is only on the land. When you come for the southern side, it is completely covered by the Indian Ocean, which is separated as the Arabian Sea in the west and Bay of Bengal in the east. And the water boundary is about 6,000 kilometers on the land. Now, when you add the coastal areas of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, it extends from 1516 kilometers. So, on the whole, India's coastline is about 7516.6 kilometers. So, this is regarding the boundary line of India. And in the right side map, the blue color shows the coastal areas. In the left side map, the darkened lines are shown for the land boundary. Thank you. Hello, children. This slide, we are talking about the physical boundaries of India. As I told you in the previous slide also, in the north, we are completely covered by the Himalayas, that is in the northwest, north, and in the northeast. And when you come for the south, the map shows that 22-degree north latitude. From there, India starts tapering. The land surface starts tapering, becoming narrowing, and it protrudes inside the Indian Ocean. Now the Indian Ocean is dissected into two. The west we have the Arabian Sea, and in the east we have the Bay of Bengal. Hence all the three sides are covered by ocean in the south, and all the three sides are covered by Himalayas in the north. So we are protected by the physical boundary also very strongly. India is really gifted. Children? Now let us talk about the time in India. Generally, a question is repeatedly asked. There's a time lag of 2 hours between Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh. How is it possible? The sun rises at 4 o'clock in Arunachal Pradesh. The word Aruna refers to sun. From there, the sun is walking. Hence, that particular region or state got the name as Arunachal Pradesh. From there, we the people say that the sun is walking. Actually, we are only walking through the sun. Now, between one longitude and another longitude to face the sun, it takes 4 minutes. We are having approximately 30 longitudes. Now, it is shown here. Our longitudinal extent is from 97 degrees 25 minutes east to 68 degrees 7 minutes east. When you find the difference, it comes approximately 29.18. That only shown as 30 degrees approximately. Now, this 30 degrees is multiplied with the 4 minutes. So, we get 120 minutes. This 120 minutes is nearly 2 hours. So, there occurs a time difference of 2 hours between Arunachal Pradesh and Gujarat. Yes, children, now why we have selected 82.5 degrees as the prime meridian of India? When one longitude is crossing the sun, the watches are adjusted to 12 noon. That is, the places that are falling on that longitude will be adjusting 12 noon. Here we are having approximately 29 to 30 longitudes. So we will be having 29 12 o'clock. It will create a great confusion. In order to avoid it, we have selected one central meridian as the standard meridian of India. That is 82.5 degrees east longitude. This is crossing Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. Another important thing is when you measure from Mirzapur to Arunachal Pradesh, there is about 1 hour time, that is 60 minutes time gap is there. Again from Mirzapur 82.5 degrees east to Gujarat, we again have 1 hour time gap. Hence, even though it is not exactly dividing India into two parts, this longitude is considered as the standard meridian of India. Thank you. Now, in this slide, we are going to have a look how India is having connection with its neighboring world. It occupies the south central location of Asia. The trans-Indian Ocean routes connect the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of East Asia and provides the central location to India. The Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean, helping India to establish a close contact with Asia, Africa, Europe, and the Western countries with Southeast East Asia from the eastern coast. Now, coming to Indian Ocean, it is the only ocean named after a nation. Indian Ocean is having many land boundaries. It is many countries have the coastline of Indian Ocean. But our India is having the longest coastline in the Indian Ocean. Hence, we are getting a pride that the ocean is named after India. Children, this is the continuation of the previous slide. India's contacts with world continued through ages through land routes, that is through the passes of the Himalayas. while the oceans restricted such interaction for a long time. These routes have contributed the exchange of ideas, commodities since ancient times. The ideas of Upanishads and the Ramayana, the stories of Panchatantra, the Indian numerals, and the decimal system thus reached different parts of the world. The spices, the muslin, and other merchandise were taken from India to different countries. The influence of Greek sculpture, the architectural styles of dome, and the minarets from West Asia also seen in our country. Then now let us see who are the neighbors of India. Now here there are some neighboring countries near around us, and which are the states that are bordering, having common border with them. That only we have shown in this slide. Now starting from the northwestern side, we are having Pakistan, which is having the common boundary with Jammu Kashmir, Punjab, Gujarat, and Rajasthan. For Afghanistan, we are having a common boundary with Jammu and Kashmir. Then China, the common boundaries with Jammu Kashmir, Himachal, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, and Arunachal. When we come for Nepal, it is shared with Sikkim, West Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. Then Bhutan is having a common border with Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Sikkim, and West Bengal. Coming to Bangladesh, it has the common border with West Bengal, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Assam. Then Myanmar is bordered with our states like Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Manipur, and Nagaland. Now, when we come for the ocean, Sri Lanka is also our neighbor. In the Indian Ocean lies in the southeastern part of Indian subcontinent. It is separated by a Park Strait. Now, when you come for Maldives, it's an island country of Indian Ocean, South Asia, and southwest of India. So this is starting from northwest and moves towards the east, then coming towards the south, and again towards the west. It ends with north. This is the arrangement shown here. Please see the atlas and compare it. Well, just now we can do a small revision of what we have gone through. In which hemisphere does India lie? What is the latitudinal extent of India? What is the longitudinal extent of India? Name the parallel of latitude which divides India roughly into two equal parts. What is the total area of Indian landmass? What is the size of India among the countries of the world? What is the total frontier of India? Give the total length of the Indian coastline, including the Indian islands. Hi, thank you, one and all.